Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Russian forces attacked Ukraine overnight from Sunday to Monday, launching 25 strike drones according to Ukraine's Air Force. Authorities confirmed that 4 drones hit targets at 2 locations. Over the past 24 hours, 1 civilian was killed in Sloviansk and 5 others were wounded as a result of Russian shelling. Settlements in the Kherson region were also struck, damaging critical and social infrastructure. Local authorities report that 9 people were injured in the region. Meanwhile, inside Russia, authorities in the Krasnodar region said that a drone attack damaged private homes and a gas pipeline. Officials claimed that there were no casualties. At the same time, independent outlet Estra, citing residents, reported explosions in Maikop, possibly targeting the Khanskaya military airbase, which belongs to Russia's defense ministry. At the front, despite earlier claims by Moscow, Russian forces control less than half the city of Marino. The Institute for the Study of War assessed the situation in Rodinske, north of Pokrovsk, and in Marino based on new open-source data. Geolocated video footage shows Ukrainian forces operating in northern Rodinske, indicating they retained the ability to conduct operations inside the settlement. Other videos suggest recent Russian advances in northern Marino. The Institute also cites geolocated footage showing Russian troops raising flags in several locations. However, analysts say that these actions were part of infiltration missions and did not result in a change of territorial control in the front line. Available evidence confirms Russian presence in approximately 49% of the city. The Institute notes that command continues to exaggerate tactical developments, attempting to create the false impression that Ukrainian frontline defenses are on the verge of collapse. The Ukrainian unmanned boat Barracuda, equipped with a combat charge, successfully struck a Russian vessel in the Kherson region. The strike occurred as Russian forces attempted to operate in waters under constant Ukrainian control. According to available reports, the Barracuda approached the target undetected, closed in with precision, and detonated. The Russian boat suffered critical damage and was destroyed. This next footage showcased drone war seen from an unusual, almost eye-level perspective. A camera of a ground-based robotic complex captured the daily combat routine in areas where humans are being increasingly rare. Several types of unmanned systems operate along roads and in open areas. Ground-based NRK units conduct civilians and targeting corrections, while FPV drones patrol the skies ready to shift from standby to attack at any moment. This shows these unmanned platforms working together within a single tactical space. During the recent air raid on Kyiv, a Russian Shahed-type strike UAV lost control and became entangled in power lines. This drone caught fire after making contact with the wires and crashed before reaching the intended target. Eyewitnesses captured the incident on video. Let's take a look. On the night of December 26, units of the Unmanned System Forces carried out a carefully planned reconnaissance and strike operation in a temporarily occupied territory of the Donetsk region. The operation was reported by the commander with the code sign Magyar. Targets included the command posts and positions of Russian GRU special forces in the village of Berdyansk, and after a preliminary reconnaissance of the target areas, strike UAVs carried out a series of precision attacks. According to confirmed operational data, the enemy suffered heavy losses. 51 servicemen were killed, 74 were wounded, and some personnel are considered missing in action. In total, more than 120 fighters from the 14th Separate Special Forces Brigade of the GRU of the Russian Federation, based in Ussurisk, were killed or incapacitated. The targeted unit was known for reconnaissance, sabotage missions, as well as prepping special operations in Ukraine. On Christmas Eve, Ukrainian reconnaissance drones carried out a precision strike on key enemy targets in temporarily occupied Crimea. The drones targeted an S-300V air defense missile system launcher, a Reduct 221 command and control vehicle, and 2 radar stations, one of which was part of the Buk M3 air defense missile system. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.